All right, guys, welcome. Happy Monday to you. So, in this video, we'll be taking a look at a few pairs. I'm going to be going over only the swing / day trading aspect of the charts. So I'll be focusing on the 1 hour. In all honesty, I haven't been around the markets this week because I have been fixing up the apartment I just bought. Some of you may know about that apartment from another video where I said I just spent 250,000 on a investment, and that's what I did. And I bought an apartment, and I've been fixing that up. A quick side note to all of you, and a lesson maybe. If you can do something on your own, then do it. Meaning, some of you might be thinking, well, why didn't you just buy some guys to move your things, or actually I bought all new things, but paint the apartment and do all those things for you, fix the electricity and all those things everyone knows that has bought an apartment that has to be done. And well, simply put, I just did not feel like spending money on something that I can actually do on my own. So that's what I did. I decided to take a break from the markets this week or last week, and do all the things needed to be done in the apartment. I think I'll post some pictures before and after, show you what 250,000 bucks can buy you here. It's not a lot, but anyways, I'm back this week. I'm finishing up the apartment, so I will be around some. I'll be some around, but mainly, like I said, I'll be focusing on the swing trading because I know I won't be able to day trade this week either. So if we'll start on the Euro USD, let's check out the 4 hours. Let's see what the euro has been doing. As you can see, we had a nice rally right here. I think we were talking about in the last video, I think we were talking about this level right here, trying to find a reason to go long. We actually did not get any reason. As you can see, the market came, just tapped that area we're discussing, and just shut up from there. So those things happen. But if we take a look at what the Euro USD has been doing as of now, we can see we had a break and close above right here, close below, excuse me. If you can see it, we have the close right here. It's not a lot, but we do have a close. So for you trend continuation traders out there, I would be expecting something like this to happen. We actually don't have much. We have this level right here. So if you're seeking for targets, this level right here may be a level you should take notice to, and of course there's this level right here. You also could shoot for the level we were talking about last week. So if you're looking for some extended targets, so we basically have around 3 interest levels. We have this one, this red line, and then we have the box right here. and if you want to seek any further, there is some structure right here as well, right? I'm not really interested in the euro as of right now. If we take a look at the 1 hour time frame, for our counter trend idealist right here, we have some structure right here, as you can see. If we drop in a line somewhere around here, let's zoom back a little bit. You can see if we have some structure. As you can see, we shoot above this one right here. We actually do have some right here, not a lot, and we don't quite make it right here. So we could draw an area where the market could potentially give us a small or give us a pullback. If we take Fibonacci around the 127, let's see if we have an ABCD coming into some of these Fibonacci's. We clone it. We have an ABCD around the 1414. We can see that the 1414 gives us this structure level right here, and right here, right here, so, and right here. So that might be something, somewhere around this area right here, where the ABCD completes. We could get a pullback at least. We have the 1618 as well around that area. But like I said, nothing that is interesting to me right now. So just be aware of these levels. We have the, like I said, we have the break right here. So we might get a, as you can see, the market has put in this green candle right here. That means nothing to me right now. If the candle closes right here, we have 10 minutes before the candle will close. This could look something like this. How the market will, if the market will go down to this level right here. Of course, we could continue up. Then, if we do so, I would take notice of this level right here. Right, this is an interesting structure level if the market is going to continue on its upwards journey. So I want to see one thing before we go to another pair. And this is just looking way into the future. Yeah. And we have something we call a C buy. But that's nothing that is valuable right now. This is too far away from that. We're just speculating as of now. So anyway, this is the first level that could be, and if the market continues, this level here above is interesting as well. So let's continue to the pound dollar. That's a bit more interesting. As you can see, I've drawn in the ABCD right here. This is the trend line we were talking about in the last video, I believe. I haven't, or I did move it a bit, but if we, how was it? Was it like this? Did we? Anyways, that doesn't matter. As you can see, we have, if you're into the trend line thing, you can see that we break above the trend line right here and shoot up. We break below the trend line, we come up into it right here once more. Thus, this trend line is acting as resistance, and you can see that the market touched the trend line and went down from there. So the interesting thing about this level right here is you can see the structure, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now we have 6, 7, 8. So we have a lot of structure. Let's check out the 4-hour, and you can see that this structure level right here is something that is worth taking notice of. You can see that the market goes into it again, then finally breaks below. Bear just misses. We can move the line like so. Just misses, continues, comes up, hits it, comes up, hits it, comes again, hits it. Little false breakout right here, and then we break again, come back down into the level, go up, and we're back now down at that same level. So an interesting level we can draw. I like to draw a box, something like this, just to get the structure, the most structured levels, so we can work inside that level, right? We're not seeking for hitting the line and going up from there, but we are inside that level, that we have that ABCD inside. We have, let's check if we have some Fibonacci, confluence. We have the 1414. Do we have the inversion? Not as much. We have the 1618 at that level we are right now. The inversion, we have, let's take the retracement like so. We have the 50% right here. No, we're 50% right here. So not really interesting. We have the 1618. Or the 618, excuse me, around here, around that level that we are currently at. So that's something. So if you are trading the double top, for example, we could wait for something like this to happen. This would be an excellent double bottom. Did I say double top? I meant double bottom. So that's something we have. Of course, we have, for you trend continuation traders, we have the market break and close below right here. So we should expect something like this to happen, right? It's well. This is some. So this is something that's is well possible for the market to turn somewhere around in this level. This might be the beginning of the pullback right here, and I would expect the pullback to come into previous structure and then head down, or this could be a reversal zone, could be, and the market will do something like this, right? And for you guys with the keen eye, we have touch of 38. We have the touch of the 127. So if this is the reversal, we would be looking for a cipher pattern completing somewhere up here, right? And again, this could be, I was talking about the aggressive C buy. What that basically is a X to A to B, B to C, and you would buy aggressively the C in expectance for the market to go into that 786 and complete the cipher pattern, and then you would sell it again, right? But the only thing that would interest me in aggressive C is the structure level. We don't really have much else to go, and we have some fibs, but an interesting level nevertheless. So keep that in mind on the pound dollar. All right, let's continue to the pound yen. See if there's something happening right there. We have a this is what was the pattern we were talking about last week, so that would have been nice if that pattern had completed. It did not, so that's that. So let's check out the 4 hour. Let's see if we have something, see what the market has been doing. I want to keep this video short. I'm not sure if I will be able to do that. So all right, we are here at this moment in time, and of course you can see that this is a structure level. You can just see how the market, and I'm sorry about these drawings, and I don't really erase everything I should be. But anyway, you can see that the market went into a slope right here with a strong downwards movement, and something happened right here, and which made the market go up again, right? So let's zoom back. Let's see if we have some more structure. Can you see right here? This is obviously a strong point or an area, right? You see that the market right here, this level is interesting, right? You can see that the market trades above this level right here. When it comes down, it trades above it, comes down above it. We're right at that level right here. We are oversold on the 4 hour. We are oversold on the 1 hour. So do we have some confluence from this area? Let's check it out. We have an ABCD just below, around that box. Let's take this box right here and let's do something like this. And guys, this doesn't have to be real exact, right? I just want to get a feel for what I'm doing, right? So if I zoom back, let's go back to the 4 hour. I'm going to show you why I'm drawing in those boxes, and you might think that I'm pretty sloppy with my drawing. So basically what I'm doing is I want to get the whole those levels that, so I have every wick inside my box, right? So that's basically what I'm doing with the drawing. the box doesn't really mean anything but besides structure, and of course the color. If you want to get real fancy with it, you can color it green. I don't really notice. So anyways, let's keep looking at the 1 hour. We have an APCD completing somewhere around here. If you're trading the APCD, oh, that is not. This candle right here, I missed that one. Yeah, that does not. If we were wanted to draw an ABCD, we would have to take that wick as well, and that pretty much we do still complete inside that zone. I don't know what's wrong with the trading view thing. I can't seem to zoom like I want to. There we go. It was just a settings thing, but let's continue. So dollar yen, we have an interesting level right here. We have the ABCD. We have to draw that thing again, like so. Let's clone it. Let's see what happens. We do complete inside our zone right here. Let's check out the fibs. Do we have some confluence around that area? We have that 1414, and I'm guessing we have a 61618 around this area. So we could do something like this. Draw in a new box for trading, for our where we should, for trading area. What that actually is we're just shrinking down that bigger box, because that bigger box is quite big. It's not that big. But anyway, so if we are looking to get the ABCD with the fibs, do we have? We check out the retracement. Don't have any retracement, I believe. But we have the RSI as of right now oversold inside that structure area. The problem, or there would be no problem actually, if we let's say we're not focusing on that ABCD and the fibs and stuff like that, and we're just focusing on the structure aspect of things. So if we wanted to take a trade, and we want to, and this is of course a counter trend trade, and we want to go long, I would personally go of course below this structure right here, and this would give us an excellent risk to reward. Or are we? Yep, this would give us an excellent risk to reward, looking something like, if we are entering now, we are at that point right here. So if we go 1 ATR below, and this would look something like, let's see, it's so small I can't even move it. Let's just do it again. We're entering right now, and we want to go below 1 ATR. Let's go 30, something like this. and we could seek for targets around this area right here. We have roughly a one and a half risk to reward, or we could shoot for the targets somewhere around here or here. So in any case, you would get an excellent risk to reward, especially if you are going to seek for targets around this area right here. Something like this. Right, this does look appealing. So let's continue. Let's take the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Like I said, I wanted to make this a short video. I'm not seeing that happening. Yeah, we had the flag pattern right here. We have a flag pattern right here. We just broke below it, like so. Let's take it. So as you can see, we just broke below the flag pattern. It's not a big break. We are coming back into that flag. So this would be something if you're trading those basic patterns. We have a strong move to the downside. And of course, this is not a pretty drawing. Might want to do it something like this. Like so. So, like I said, a flag pattern right here. If you are trading those, for those basics, we have the market moving right here. The market went up. We have a break and close below right here. We have the market move right into what our previous structure right here, and we would expect something like this to happen. If you are going to trade the flag right now, I'm not sure you're going to get a decent risk reward, because we would let's say, because our stops would have to go above above the previous structure. Let's check out the ATR. 1644, so it's 60, right? And I would not feel comfortable going below this this structure right here. So you would get a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So if that's something that interests you, you should go for it. Of course, you could seek for extended targets on the 618. So basically, I would recommend you take profit inside this box right here. I would not feel comfortable going below it, because let's check out the higher time frames. Because as you can see, we have been in a strong up move, and this could be if we are looking at the markets, like this is one move, this is one move, and this is the retracement or the pullback. Let's see how our retracement. You can see that we are now at the 38.2. So if the market continues up from here, that is considered a strong trend on the 38. But like I said, we have in that box, we have the 50% and we have the 618 right here. So if the market is in fact continuing its upwards direction, yeah, this would be the area to take profits. I'm not super excited about taking a trade right here. In any cases, if I wanted to go long, we have the break, we have the market oversold right now, and we no, that's not what I was going to do. We have the double bottom. Technically, because of the break, this could be a top double bottom. I'm not loving it in any case. Or what? Do we break below right here? Let's check that out. Let's be exact. Yeah, we break. So no double bottom in any way. This would not interest me right now. So let's just continue. Euro yen. We had the cipher pattern. We did hit the first target on that one. Didn't quite make it to target 2, so break even trade. On the bigger bet, we that failed as well. We have a similar thing happening right here. The market has just broke to the downside. We closed below. As of right now, we have some structure right here, like so. We have, this is not going to be an APCD, I believe, or what? No. So this would, if you're counter trend trading, this is the level I would be interesting right now, or not interesting. It is a structure level, so I'm not super excited about it. We do have the market come up to this level, go down, come up again, just miss, come up, give us a little right here, then break, then acting as support right here, and we're back down at that level. So something to look at. Let's see if we have, no, we don't really have anything else. $618, I'm not gonna get an inversion. If we get a double bottom or something happening right here, then this could this might interest me. We have the RSI oversold, extremely oversold. So that's interesting. But yeah, let's continue to the dollar CAD. This is an interesting scenario, just because we have that that box right here, our resistance. We have our resistance line right here. This is lining up to this area right here, as you can see. So this isn't an interesting level. Again, the problem is we don't really have anything to go on besides this level being interesting. Do have the RSI. I believe that the RSI is not. These were not my settings. So the RSI went overbought right here. This would not be a double top. I would like to see a little more space in between for it to be a double top. So we have the structure, we have the RSI overbought. That seems to be the case with everything in the market as of right now. Certainly a possibility to go short right here, jumping onto the trend or the bigger trend, I might say. Of course, we have the break and close below, above right here, something like this. So we expect the market to do something like this from this time frame. But looking at the higher time frames and the bigger moves, we can see that the dollar CAD has been going down, and if we wanted to measure out, we have the retracement just above the 618. So if we were looking at the market like so, this would be a really interesting level to jump on this trend, this bigger trend right here. This would not. Some of you might say, well, isn't this a pullback right here? These two short things, and of course you would be right. I like to look at the market in a little a bigger, you might say a bigger, what's the word? I'd actually look at this as one move right here. This, if you're looking at this as a pullback, technically you would be right, because we do touch 38. But you could also look at this as one move coming into a previous structure and continuing down, and that's what I would see. But you see that the RSI is not quite overbought. So, but in any case, is an interesting level. This could be. We could get a, yeah. This would actually be a interesting double top. This would be enough for me, like so. On the 15-minute, so this could get, we could get it if you are day trading this. But yeah, like I said, interesting level on the 1 hour. Let's continue to the Aussie CAD. That's our last pair. This market right here is just hectic, and I am really surprised that we haven't really gotten many patterns in this on the one, or we actually might have some on the 15. On the 15 minutes, we have obviously the bat pattern right here. We do get a Gartley pattern, or do we? Nope. So we're missing by a few pips. We did get a pattern right here, a failed Gartley, I believe. But as you can see, that the market is just hectic. We should be able to see some patterns inside this. So maybe on the smaller time frames, the 15 minutes, for you trend line guys out there, you can see that the market has been respecting this slope, something like this. So if the market keeps on respecting that downward slope, we could get something like this to happen. The RSI is not overbought, so this right here is a interesting level. Nevertheless, you can see that the market just keeps on running down into that level, boom, 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 and making not a significant reverse, but a small pullback. So combined with the trend line and the structure right here, this could be a area to go short if you want to continue on the bigger or higher time frame trend. And you can actually see that this right here, we did actually close up below it, but you can see that this is an interesting level as well. Zoom back a bit, see if we right here as well, somewhere inside those two lines is an interesting level, an interesting structure level. So if we had a gun to our face and we would have to predict, I would predict that we would continue to respect that slope and we would go into this area right here. So an interesting level. So until next time, guys.